What up, YouTube? T-Movies here. Now, since it is SantaCon, I decided to go ahead and do my top 10 favorite movie Santas. Because who doesn't love being a movie where, playing the, jolly, guy with the red suit and all, and there's been some really great ones. So, with that being said, here's my 10 favorite movie Santas. Alright. Now, coming in at number 10, it's actually a recent one, and that's a Netflix film, with Kurt Russell in it called, The Christmas Chronicle. Now this is actually one of the rarest surprises because usually Netflix movies aren't always the best. Like some Netflix movies are good, some not so good. So I had my doubts with this Christmas Chronicle, but I really got kicked out. Like Kurt Russell, I mean, Escape from New York, The Thing. I mean, what a cool career. He goes from that to Santa, and this film it is for producer Chris Columbus, who's no stranger for the Christmas genre. I mean, he gave us Home Alone after all. And there is also a sequel coming next Christmas with Goldie Hawn, who, by the way, appeared in this one, so that's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, if you guys never really seen The Christmas Chronicle, it's still on Netflix. Give it a go. I mean, it's a Netflix version, so obviously it's still on Netflix. But is it a RAV4? But definitely go check out Christmas Chronicle if you guys haven't seen that. Alright. Coming in at number. Alright. Coming in at number 9 is going to be Jim Carrey in How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Now, obviously, he of course ends up pretending to be Santa to, steal Christmas from, the people at Whoville. And I really got kicked out of Ron Howard's Grinch film. I mean, Jim Carrey, what a great performance of Jim Carrey as the Grinch. There's been so many cool other Grinch portrayals, but man, Jim Carrey as the Grinch, that was perfect, brilliant casting. And I mean, if you guys haven't really seen Ron Howard's The Grinch yet, give it a go. I mean, it's pretty cool seeing Jim Carrey end up dressing up as Santa to steal Christmas from Whoville, and really awesome film. Definitely go check out Jim Carrey's Grinch film. Alright. Coming in at number 8, I'm going to go with Jim Belushi in Jingle All the Way. Now, Jim Belushi is not the only guy who plays Santa in this. There's loads of Santas in this film. There's not to mention Big Show played Santa. So, yeah, Big Show literally was Santa Claus in this. I mean, he was above Santa. But anyway, Jingle All the Way is awesome. I mean, it of course features where Arnold trying to get a Turbo Man for his son before Christmas, and he decides to get tricked into by this Santa Con. Okay, because I'm in Santa Con, so he was the original Santa Con. But anyway, yeah, I mean Jim Belushi as Santa was great. You also had Seinfeld dude, Danny Woodburn, I believe that's his name. He played the main elf in this. Mini-Me himself, Bernard Schwartz, appeared in this. I believe this was his first film, if I'm not mistaken. But that aside, this Jingle All the Way is loads of fun. It is a childhood favorite of mine. I mean, I literally watched this movie almost around the holidays. I recently rewatched it on HBO not so long ago. It still holds up. If you guys never seen Jingle All the Way, it's awesome. And the saddest thing, I mean, I never ever thought I ever want to see a movie where Arnold is fighting a bunch of Santas. That hands down was awesome. Alright. Coming in at number 7, it is Richard Attenborough in the remake of Miracle on 34th Street. Sorry about that, guys. I'm at SantaCon, so you guys know what it is. Anyway, now Richard Attenborough, of course, he played John Hammond in Jurassic Park. Sorry, guys, that was Apple's best by. But anyway, yeah, Richard Attenborough is best known for playing John Hammond in Jurassic Park, but after that, he went ahead and played Santa in a remake of Miracle on 34th Street with Elizabeth Perkins, girl from I think it's the girl from Mrs. Doubtfire and Matilda, if I'm not mistaken, Mara Wilson. She played the girl in this, and it's terrific. I mean, Richard Attenborough he was a terrific. He was a terrific Santa. Like he really embodied the jolly guy. Richard Attenborough, he was the man period. And it is of course a very touching Christmas film. And I mean, and it's probably my favorite Richard Attenborough performance that is not Jurassic Park related. So there's that. I mean, yeah, if you guys haven't really seen the remake of Miracle on 34th Street, it's a really terrific one. All right. That's not right. Anyway, coming in at number 6 is going to be. Wait, skip one. Alright, I always have a habit of skipping some. Anyway, coming in at number 6, I'm going to go with Tom Hanks in The Polar Express. They don't make animated movies like this. I mean, the stop motion animation, like what Robert Zemeckis was able to do with this. I mean, you gotta do these animation movies again. But anyway, Tom Hanks as the voice of Santa. Like, granted, Tom Hanks played loads of voiced other characters in this. You know, he voiced the conductor. He of course voiced Santa. And it's where like this lucky hero boy and other children end up having winning a venture on this Polar Express so that they could meet Santa and all. And it's terrific. I mean, Polar Express I haven't really seen for a while, but it's an animated movie that still holds up. I don't know if the animation still holds up because the animation is terrific. And yeah, I mean, if you guys haven't really seen the Polar Express right now, go check it out. I mean, he's Tom Hanks. I mean, I really would love to see him as a real life Santa instead of animated form. But yeah, I mean, Tom Hanks was great in this. If you guys haven't really seen Polar Express, definitely go check it out. All right. All right. Coming in. All right, coming in at number 5 is going to be Ed Asner for Elf. Now, it's where, of course, Elf ends up, adopting Buddy the Elf. And speaking of, I'm out at SantaCon and I literally saw lots of Buddy the Elf costumes. So, that's cool there. But anyway, Ed Asner, I mean, of course, he's a legend. So, him playing Santa is really awesome casting right there. And the final act where, of course, where Will Ferrell's buddy and Santa flies around, of course, saving Christmas and all. It's really terrific. I mean, Will Ferrell and Ed Asner's Elf and Santa relationship is really the spark of that scene. If you guys haven't really seen Elf, period, it's really amazing. And Ed Asner as Santa, that was brilliant casting right there. Coming in at number 4, it's a very small scene, but it's iconic. And you obviously gotta have this one. It is number 4. I'm going with Jeff Gillen in A Christmas Story. I mean, it's where, of course, Ralphie wants I forgot the thing that he wanted. That BB gun thing, and of course, Santa ends up telling him that, "Yeah, shoot your eye out, kid." And then he ends up, kicking Ralphie down the slide into the ball pit. I mean, that Santa's kind of is a messed up Santa. But Jeff Gillen, like, he played his Santa was a bit creepy, like, the creepy eyes and all. But Jeff Gillen was a I really like that scene in A Christmas Story is really iconic, and Jeff Gillen played that role just perfect. I mean, it's one of like the iconic Santa roles. Definitely go check out A Christmas Story if you guys haven't seen it. It is a classic right there. All right, coming in at number 3, it is going to be. I had the remake on the list, so I actually had the original. Number 3 is going to Edmund Gwenn for the original Miracle on the Earth. I mean, it, of course, had a very young Natalie Wood in it. What's the actual name? The one who plays like her mother. She was pretty terrific here. And of course, it's a Christmas classic, and it's about this old man going by the name of Chris Kringle, played by Edmund Gwenn, fills in for a toxic Santa in Macy's annual Thanksgiving parade. Which, by the way, I of course went to the parade a couple of times. It's pretty fun there. And so Kringle ends up having to prove to be such a hit that he is also soon appearing regularly at the chain, and and Santa ends up going to court for a court case to determine his mental health because he thinks he's Santa and all. And he of course has a great chemistry with Natalie Wood's character here. Like the remake is great. Like the remake is amazing. But obviously, the original still holds up. It's just a classic. It is black and white. It is a very old movie. Got got released in 1940s. Miracle on 34th Street, the original. It's amazing. If you guys haven't seen Miracle on 34th Street by now, or the original, I should say, go check it out. It is a Christmas classic right there. All right, coming in at number 2. Number 2 is going to be. I'm out of SantaCon, so there's going to be a lot of bad Santas around here. So it's only fitting to add this to my list. My number 2 pick is going to be. You guys get where I'm going with this. It is Billy Bob Thornton in Bad Santa. I mean, most people probably have this maybe a little higher, like at number 1. But my number 1 I slightly enjoy more. I mean, who doesn't love Billy Bob Thornton as Santa? I mean, you got Tony Cox as the Marcus Yo. You had the late Bernie Mac as the more security. The late John Ritter, R.I.P. John Ritter, and R.I.P. Bernie Mac. It's always touching to see those two, together in this because knowing that they're not around anymore. And granted, John Ritter actually passed away, I believe he passed away around the same year that this movie got released. Yeah, this movie got released in 2003, and John Ritter passed away in 2003. So yeah, so this was technically John Ritter's final film before he passed, and Bernie Mac, of course, tragically passed away years after this movie got released. It's terrific. I mean, Billy Bob Thornton, he plays a drunken, foul-mouthed Santa really well. He's on-screen chemistry with Brett Kelly's Dermot Merman is really great. Of course, he does a lot of stuff that Santa should not be doing. I mean, this is really one of the raunchiest Santas you'll ever see in film history. And Billy Bob Thornton just portrays that role, the drunkenness, very well. I mean, yeah, definitely go check out Bad Santa if you guys haven't seen it. And unpopular to say, I also kind of like Bad Santa 2. I mean, it's not as good as the first film, but Bad Santa 2 is not all that bad. Come on, it has Kathy Bates as Billy Bob Thornton's mom. What more can you ask for there? Alright. Now, what is better than what Santa is better than Billy Bob Thornton? What Santa is better than Jeff Gillen or any of those? The best Santa of all time. Thank you Disney Plus for putting this on your streaming service, by the way. Number 1 is going to Tim Allen in The Santa Claus. I mean, Tim Allen, of course, plays this workaholic who ends up accidentally killing Santa, and he puts on the suit and he becomes a big guy, and he ends up literally portraying Santa in an interesting way. He has a great chemistry with his on-screen son in this, played by Eric Lloyd. Yeah, Judge Reinhold was also in this. It's always cool seeing Judge Reinhold in anything. Wendy Crewson. Who else was in this? I think David Krumholtz was the sequel. It's not the first one. But that aside, Santa Claus is just it's magnificent. Tim Allen plays the jolly guy very well. I mean, he at first he doesn't really believe in Santa, but then he becomes Santa and he starts believing in the power of Christmas and all that. It is amazing. Great fantasy film, great family adventure flick. Of course, Tim Allen played the role two more times. I'm always disappointed every time I see a Last Man Standing. That Last Man Standing show. Every time I see an episode like a Christmas episode, I am always disappointed that Tim Allen never comes on the episode as Santa. I'm like, dude, come on, you played Santa before and you have a show called Last Man Standing and you had a Christmas episode. Come on, man. Literally have a Christmas scene there. But anyway, that aside, Tim Allen is still the man. And of course he also did Christmas Prank. But him as Santa in the Santa Claus is just iconic. It's a childhood favorite of mine. Definitely go watch out.
Hello.
Sorry about that. Definitely go watch the Santa Claus. You guys never seen it. Tim Allen, hands down, is awesome. And fingers crossed, and Disney Plus. If you're watching my videos, I mean, I'm sure Disney Plus does not watch my videos, but if you guys watch it, give me a Santa Claus form. Come on, Tim Allen. He doesn't do much. Only Last Man Standing. Just give me a Santa Claus form. Anyway. All right, that's pretty much it. Let me do the quick rundown.
Oh, what the fuck? Is it a ghost?
All right. Alright, let me talk a little louder because it's a little noisy out here. Anyway, let me do the quick rundown. 10, Kurt Russell in the Christmas Chronicle. 9, Jim Carrey in How the Grinch Stole Christmas. 8, Jim Belushi in Jingle All the Way. 7, Richard Attenborough in the remake of Miracle on 34th Street. Alright. 6, Tom Hanks for The Polar Express. 5, Ed Asner for Elf. 4, Jeff Gillen for A Christmas Story. 3, Edmund Gwenn for Miracle on 34th Street, the original. 2, Billy Bob Thornton for Bad Santa. And 1 is Tim Allen for The Santa Claus. Now, there's also other ones, like there's of course there's horror movies with Killer Santas. There's Mickey Rooney. He played Santa a couple times. Let's see what else. A Christmas Horror Story.
Because anyone else would have a whole.
Of course, Santa and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is a good one. Of course, there was Night Before. I mean, remember when Patton Oswalt played Santa in a very Harold and Kumar Christmas? That's a good one. But anyway, let me leave it to you guys. Who are some of your favorite movie Santas of all time? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is C Movies signing off.